Welcome to Proverbs series, chapter 12, or part 12. Shalom. The one loving education or training is one loving knowledge, for not with regard to Yahweh, one who hates the one correction. 1:30, 4:5, 5:7, 14, 13, 18, 15, 10, 15, 32, and 16, 17 is brutish. Better is one without regard accordingly, finding favour, for beside Israel belonging to Yahweh, but an existing man, the Ish, of outlaw plots shall be ignored by Yahweh, the impostor, 5:23, 11:21. Satan is whom shall firmly establish the human, Apham, outside of Ear, Ear, Moshe Ear, of Israel, of the lawlessness, 2 Thessalonians 2:3, so the ones not of Yahweh are the roots, not Satan, of the justified ones which are of you, which shall be removed. The courageous existent wife, the Ishah, I think, is a crown. Disclosure 6:2, of the one not for the Lord, her son, just like Yahweh is among the ones of Israel, belonging to his gallows cross. The crimson worm, 25:28. Yeshayahu 1:18, Songs 22:6. 91. When the female of the crimson worm species common to the land of Israel is ready to give birth to her young, she attaches her body to the trunk of a tree, fixing herself so firmly and permanently that she could never leave it again. The eggs deposited beneath her body are protected this way until the larvae are hatched and able to enter their own life cycle. As the mother dies, the crimson fluid strains her body, and the surrounding wood from the dead bodies of such female scarlet worms, the commercial scarlet dyes of antiquity, were extracted. This term illustrates the anointed one dying on the gallows cross, pouring out his precious blood, dying for us so we might live through him. He also poured out water and blood too when he was spiked in the side. So anyway, thus the existing man, the Ish, means the destruction of the evil-doing wife. The reasoning of the justified ones are condemnations of wrongs, but the guilty ones, the relevant of Yahweh, advise deceit. The words of the way are irreverent, criminals are deceitful, but the mouth or speech of Yahweh, of the upright ones, is who will then rescue the ones of the Son. Satan is one whom, if ever the guilty turn against, then there are no more but the house of the justified ones of Yahweh. It shall remain alive. For the mouth of his inside an existent man, Noish, is laundered by Israel, but Yahweh shall cause the one perverted of heart to be for despising. Daniel 11:21. Better is an existent one, the Aish, among the ones of Israel, held in contempt, doing service 1 year, than being outside of belonging to his own honour, outside of belonging to his own putting on a garment of Israel, and to require additionally the prescribed bread. A just one pities the life, nefesh, of the beast of the burden of his son, disclosure 13, but not the one of Yahweh. The compassions are not for Satan of the merciless, irreverent ones. 92. The evening word where Yahweh reveals the gate of the way to his people. Israel is a year before his return in judgment. Those making their decision to refuse to believe on his name, that year then are who these verses speak of. One without regard for the... Sorry about the meowing and that stupid app going off in the background. One without regard for the one working the terrain, not from his own. 6:7, Matthew 25:24-26. He'll be satisfied of the bread. The ones not of Yahweh, who are ardently pursuing vanities, are one lacking heart, perception, judgment. This one is of the ones in Israel who become well pleased in the wine, the way of life of the ones in Israel. The others would depart from dishonour, not from his own reliance. The desires of the relevant or criminal ones are the evil things, but the roots are the ones not of Yahweh, not of Satan, of the well-reverent ones among the ones of Israel, belonging to the fortified beliefs or the strongholds. Israel, by means of the transgression, error of the speech, falls in the presence of my Israel, into the snare of the evil one, ones devoted to sin, but a justified one of Yahweh from the ear of Israel, the sun shall have fled out from the straits. One without regard, perceiving him smoothly, will experience favour, but one without regard for Yahweh, belonging to the gate, joining together against the ones in Israel, will afflict lives. The Nefesh, Matthew 7:13. Of the fruits of the mouth of you, Israel, shall the self Nefesh of an existent one, the Ish, be filled with goodness, but the recompense of Yahweh, of the speech of an unclean son of Apham, shall be administered to his son. 13:2, Yeshayahu 53:4-11. The way the senseless one, Iwil, is upright in the eyes of them, but a son heeding the advice of Yahweh is wise. The senseless, Iwil, during the same day declares abroad the vexation, Kakal of his son, but Yahweh is one concealing. What do we got here? 93, Strong's 10191, which is likely the root of the English term evil, defined elsewhere as 0191 Iwil, from an unused root meaning to be perverse, adjective, foolish, be foolish, subs of one who despises wisdom, of one who mocks when guilty, of one who is quarrelsome, of one who is licentious. Yeah. So anyway, where we're up to, yep. Righto, so Koseh, of the one not from his own, the dishonour of one being resourceful, one exhibiting fidelity the wisdom, declares the just one, but a witness of the lies of Satan without regard for Yahweh, isn't he harming deceitfully? There are ones not pronouncing it rashly, stabbing at it like the stabbings of a sword, but the language of Yahweh, of the wise ones, is the remedy. The speech of the truth, it shall be firmly established for the testifying, but a testimony I, Yahweh, will cause to be brief in the language of the lie. Deception of the ones in Israel, in the heart of the ones engraving evil, but happiness is for the ones advising shalom, or reconciliation, well-being, completeness with Yahweh. Not even one unjust one, which is of you, will please the one not just, so the guilty ones irreverent shall be filled with disaster, not of Yahweh. A detested thing of Yahweh is the speech of the lie, yet one without regard for Yahweh, working this fidelity, the wisdom, is acceptable with Israel to him, the Son. A prudent human, or Apham, is one clothed of the acknowledgement, but the heart of one senseless of Yahweh joins it together with curses. The hand of the chosen ones will obtain rulership easily, and the deceitful about Yahweh shall be for the serfdom of my Israel. The formidableness of the word is what troubles the heart. Formidableness of the word is what troubles the heart of a justifies the existent man, but of Yahweh the good news of his Son makes it rejoice. The recognition of the just one shall be set loose from himself by his friend, who shall be Yehuphah. So the ones not of Yahweh become decrees for us, not of Satan, of the reverent ones, without consideration. Having sinned, he will closely pursue evil, so the way isn't of Yahweh, isn't it of Satan, of the reverent ones, who shall lead them astray from the Son. Who is of you obtaining the vexation of a deceitful one of his hunt? But the acquisition of Yahweh alone purifies a highly valued human, Apham. The ones of Israel in life belong to the way of justification, but the way of Yahweh means death of ones remembering injuries revengefully against my Israel. Songs 1, 3-6, Ezekiel 25, 12-14, Bar Navy, chapters 18, 19 and 20. So thank you very much for listening once again. I hope you enjoyed part 9 of the Proverbs series. You can check it out when it's posted on the webpage, or you can wait until obviously I get the cross-references up, but that takes time, and there's only so much of that in a day. So anyway, so I hope you understand, and shalom, be blessed, and peace out.